Now, Ivan Pillay is expected to testify before the impeachment inquiry hearings against the Public Protector Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane's SARS so-called rogue unit report, which was taken on review. Fingered Mr. Pillay. Now, the former SARS official is going to be giving oral evidence before the Section 194 committee after a tough grilling session. His counterpart, Johann van Loggerenberg, had with the cross-examination done by Advocate Dali Mpofu. Newzroom Afrika's Athi Mtongana is joining us now. She has more on that story. Now, Athi, we know, of course, that recently the Public Protector was dealt a blow in her application to the Constitutional Court to appeal a ruling by the Gauteng High Court on Ivan Pillay's retirement with full benefit. She had previously found that this was irregular and his subsequent retention at SARS also irregular. Of course, so they've had this relationship and this back and forth. These are some of the things, I suppose, we expect to feature in that cross-examination.
Definitely, Thabo. If you look at the charges that are facing the Public Protector, including the issue which was deliberated by the independent panel, which found enough prima facie evidence of incompetence around the Public Protector. Those charges speak to some of those court rulings that have come out with regards to the reports that the Public Protector has compiled over the years. And so the Section 194 impeachment inquiry hearings, the first witness was, of course, Mr. Johann van Loggerenberg was the second witness, rather. The first witness was a constitutional law expert, Mr. Abraham, who was outlining the role of a Public Protector, giving the committee an idea as to the work that they'll be doing, because the charges form the terms of reference of what will be transpiring in this committee. So it was important that they get a constitutional law expert to outline what it is that the Public Protector was expected to do in her office, and then that would then obviously be weighed with the charges that have been leveled against her. And now they moved on to the other reports pertaining to the Public Protector, which is the so-called SARS rogue unit, which is why then they brought the former SARS executive Johann van Loggerenberg, which they will be completing in as far as his side is concerned. And then later on today, we're expecting also another former SARS official, Mr. Pillay. You would have seen that he was also implicated in the Public Protector's so-called rogue unit report, and so he will be testifying as well today. And on Monday, Thabo, we are expecting a witness that has been issued a subpoena to appear before the committee. But at this stage, the chairperson did not want to actually give a name because they've subpoenaed this witness. Now, it speaks to another issue that has also been transpiring in these hearings around calling more witnesses. They have about 24 witnesses that they've outlined and that they've earmarked for this particular impeachment inquiry. However, the Public Protector's legal representation will be getting their own witnesses, in the sense that they'll be requesting and writing. In fact, Dali Mpofu said yesterday that they are writing to the President. They want him to come and appear as another witness before the committee. This is now outside of that list, that 24, the list of 24 witnesses that are expected to appear in this impeachment inquiry. And the chairperson, in not so many words, not confirming that they would be calling the President or not calling the President, whether they'll be issuing him summons to appear or not. He says that any witness that appears before these hearings is one that needs to meet a criteria that is within the terms of reference with regards to the work that they're mandated to do as the impeachment inquiry, to look into the charges that have been leveled against the Public Protector, to weigh whether she was actually carrying herself out of the confines and the rules and the values of a head of a Chapter 9 institution.
Any indication from the committee if former SARS Commissioner Tom Moyane will be called to testify at this inquiry?
Well, not at this stage, Thabo, but what I can tell you is that they have a list of 24 witnesses, like I said earlier on, and they are not closing off the opportunity, like I said, for the legal defense on behalf of the public protector to add on to that list of 24 witnesses expected. We're not sure at this stage whether Tom Moyane would be called before this impeachment inquiry. Remember that this inquiry is looking at many instances where the public protector was dealt a blow at courts, where her reports have been taken on review. So it's not only the issue around the SARS so-called rogue unit that they'll be probing. They'll also be looking at other issues and other reports that the public protector has compiled. So we're expecting different kind of witnesses to be called, but we know the calls are mounting on the sidelines and within the committee for President Cyril Ramaphosa to be one of the witnesses to come and testify. This is, of course, despite him saying he has nothing to answer to and there's no need for him to appear before the impeachment inquiry, stating that he suspended the public protector because the independent panel found prima facie evidence of incompetence, and therefore the National Assembly resolved to form this committee. And so he says he has nothing to answer to in that regard. And with regards to the CR17 campaign, he says that issue was dealt with by the court. So it remains to be seen which other witnesses will be called, but I can confirm to you that the one that's going to be appearing on Monday is one that has actually been subpoenaed to come and appear.
Athi, Mtongana, thank you this morning for your intervention and bringing us, of course, that latest report. Watching those proceedings very carefully.